Yo, what's popping? It's your boy PD Jokes, not related to Mr. TD Jakes or any bishop of that sort. Mr. House, Mr. Kanjani Bro himself, and welcome to Next Music.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name is Maline, your proud South African guy, a risk taker, a believer of a successful nation, a dreamer by night and achiever by day.
Hi everyone, I'm Kina Leone and I don't know much about the music scene, so I'm here to represent those of us who feel like it's in today and out tomorrow and everything is moving so quickly, but there might be something valuable to add.
Next music was music verse.
Listen, my friends. Welcome back to another amazing verse on chapter 1 of NMV. We've been getting your guys' retweets, we've been getting your guys' reshares. Keep that energy going because let me tell you something. For those who are not subscribing, for those who are not subscribing, the 100 subscriber will get $100 a time personally from me.
Double it. I'm going to double it.
Double it. He will double it. So, I will double and I will double. He will double it. Come on.
I'm sitting this one as a competition.
As you can see, beautiful ladies and gentlemen, we've got a beautiful co-host who's joining and Say hi to the people. Tell them briefly what do you do and what brings you here today.
Hi everyone. Do you know what brings me here? Representation. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
I want to represent people. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you know the thing about music right now is that things are moving so fast. Things are trending today.
True.
They're out tomorrow. Now our focus is so distracted, etc., etc. But there's some solid stuff dropping, and there's some meaningful things that's coming through the music right now. So I'm just here to represent everyone, so that so that we don't fall behind and we keep up with the times.
Welcome back to our church. Welcome.
C'est something in music, and I think we're gonna have a fun episode today. We've got nothing but the usual for you guys. We've got Song of the Week coming up. We've got music video of the week. What else do you have, Bongana?
And we still also have album of the week.
I
think that's gonna be an interesting one, guys.
No. I'm super ready, and also we got your submissions, and we're basically taking us through our online submission a little bit later on. But yeah, like I said before, subscriber, click the like button. And click the notification bell so that you don't miss out on anything, bro. What's going on? The 100 person to follow us on Instagram as well will get an extra 50 rand airtime from our ghost. I didn't tell you nothing, guys. I promise you. You're gonna get someone airtime. Hard effect. Sorry, because that's where it's at. Anyway, without any more further to do, let's get into the business, my man. There's so much going on.
There's so much going on. Let's get into the music update. For me, number one, I want to tell you guys that Stimela, it's on number 1, guys. Like, it's quite interesting. I've never expected Stimela to go on number 1.
Like with the song,
the music video. Oh, obviously the song. The music video is on number 1.
We guys gave your opinions last week, right here on the show, because we are always we're on top of the game. The music video, fresh. No, did you watch the video?
No.
You need to watch it because we reviewed it the other day.
Last week, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I want to jump on.
How amazing.
I know the song is catchy though, and I feel like TikTok has a big influence on how catchy the song has been.
Do you
so
think
I can
it's
only
TikTok?
imagine. I mean, look, the song is very, very popular, but a lot of the times, like most of us are getting information from there, and I feel like actually got a huge influence in like trending music or what people actually enjoy. Because so many of us are on there.
Because by the time it gets released, we've already fell in love with the song through the challenges.
Yes, so it makes it easier to fall in love even further, right?
Okay. Let me ask us, do you then now, when you listen to a song, do you have the capacity to listen to a 3-minute song, or after 1 minute you're done?
No, we're gonna get into that because the song is trending right now that I'm just like, these 3 minutes of my life, I'm not getting back. I'm not gonna get these 3 minutes back because the song doesn't sound like how it does on TikTok. Guys, stop selling us 15 seconds in 3-minute songs, please.
Do you know what, Boss? That's a good point, right?
Yeah.
But I find that that's a telling point about whether a song is really good or whether I'm connecting to the song or not. Because there are songs that if I find it for 15 seconds, I'm just like, no, man, I need to hear more of the situation. And then there are songs where I'm like, I can't even get through those 15 seconds already.
Because they're selling us hooks.
Yeah, it's just like hook, so it's just not connecting.
That's
for me.
why we are hooked.
Yeah, and I've actually gotten to a point where I get pleasantly surprised by some songs when I hear the whole song, and I'm like, oh, I know you from somewhere.
This is how the song sounds. Because sometimes the only thing you know is
That's literally my life.
That's what happened to Umlando for me. Because one day, my man, I'm chilling in an Uber, minding my goddamn business.
Yeah.
Chika, lady do.
What did you do?
I'm like, wait, Jemima, where did you arrive in the song? I didn't even know she was in the song, but she was there.
Yeah.
Which one is this one? But yeah, that's actually quite crazy. But I do believe that TikTok has a huge influence in how things get pushed this time around. Because Stimela, I feel like if it just dropped into without the power of TikTok, TikTok must pay us the way we're talking about you so much.
Come on.
Alright, so going back to the charts, it's followed by Amayos Fatela.
Yeah,
it's quite interesting. Stimela has been on the chart for 4 weeks now, followed by Fatela. And I think Fatela, the reason why it keeps on going up, like this might be controversial, but I think it's going up because of what the song says. The fact that people keep on passing away and then we appreciate them when they're gone.
Yeah.
It's like every time there's a passing man, this song hits harder and harder and harder.
And
that's why people keep on
it talks
watching
about
the
how, guys, we need to start making music with purpose, music with substance.
been saying,
Because something like this
food is-
becomes classical. Because he talks about people dying in that song.
Yeah. I feel you.
You know,
I
so
feel you.
that's what I'm saying. People can resonate with the song. You know, a song like choo choo choo, like how? In what mood? Like Mangwati or Mangchabli or Mangtampil and I'm a puta, it's very relatable. That's what I think. That's
and
what
I think it's very melodic. Like it's nicely fully bodied. You know, it's like smooth. Like it's very sonic and stuff. But I do feel like, just to add on to what, well, maybe just to deviate from what you're saying, is that there's a time and place for everything, right? And we all have talents. So whatever your offering is your offering.
True.
And as long as you're living in your truth, you'll find your audience. And if you die and that's what you offered, my guy, that was your truth. You know what I mean? And then it's your lalela, like these kind of songs to just like this kutale, like through the situation. You know what I mean?
I think it was a collaboration we didn't think we needed. Yeah, Amos.
Yeah.
That combo, guys, that combo as well. So I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised if the video is doing better than people probably thought it would be.
Yeah. So now moving on to the NAACP Image Awards. So the NAACP,
As I'm shy, hello.
So it's the Oxford
Cambridge.
NAACP Music Award. No, not music. It's the NAACP.
Please put the Kevin Hart meme right here. Please put the Kevin Hart meme.
Do you want to sing a young
Please. Alright.
NAACP Image Awards.
Zile, awards. So what happens in these awards? They're hosted by BET, and then it's initially what the NAACP. It stands for, initially, it's for black people. It's awards for black people. So there's people, usually it's done for TV, but also there's a category of music there. And then there's a couple of winners that were there. And then this is international, obviously. The first one, I want us guys to be aware of this award so that when one of our own means, we know how big these awards are. Because the thing is, people sometimes when they win awards, they don't know how big they are. They're like, oh, okay, just the Grammy. Grammy.
So is it Image Awards or Music Awards?
So it's Image Awards, but there's a category under music.
Oh, I
so
see.
sometimes,
Okay,
like for
cool.
example,
That's
now
interesting.
we've got Beyonce who won most of the awards. I think she walked away with 3 awards, and most of them
The awards just arrived. Beyonce, you're already winning 3.
Yeah.
Gonna see the chance. You're squeezing in.
So
industry.
here are the winners, on the music side of it, because we are buying of music first.
Of course.
So the outstanding male artist is Chris Brown, number 1. Number 2, outstanding female artist Beyonce. Outstanding music video, it's Lift Me Up, Rihanna. And then outstanding international song, it's Thames, guys.
Thames.
No man, no cry.
Solid.
No, on that list, I'm literally air punching for Chris Brown. I think for me now, I feel like the industry side has an agenda against him because of something that they did a long time ago.
They're just trying to make it controversial right now. You know, I have a controversial view on this one, and people might not like it, but that's the essence of having an opinion, right? And my contrarian view is really just that after what happened, which is in Ndabazamantaba 2, and that's why I don't like getting in the business of like artists and stuff. I just like to listen to the songs and then mind my own business.
Yeah.
shortly after, Rihanna had an interview with Oprah, and she said she realized that while the world wanted to turn against him for what he had done, she felt like this was someone who had a problem that needed some kind of help and assistance, and she was empathetic. So if the person who directly went through the challenge was able to forgive the situation, who am I who doesn't even know the person? You know what I mean? So from that perspective, I'm not condoning anything, and I don't promote much else. But I feel like I allowed myself to continue to enjoy his music, and he was young.
That is why I'm saying I'm happy to be seeing and hearing his name, because I feel like he's been robbed.
Bangers.
He's been robbed of so many awards in the past because of obviously he cancel culture. Hey, guys, that's cancelled.
But on that cancel culture, right?
Yeah.
It's Chris Brown, but we can't tolerate people like R. Kelly. Let's agree on that.
Is he cancelled?
He's cancelled.
Did you stop listening to him?
Yes, I did.
Did you?
I did.
Do you know what I
used to be my favorite.
Absolutely.
Next music verse.
Listen, he's cancelled. R. Kelly's cancelled. No,
we
never.
We can't step in the name of love anymore, and that's why I can't stand
We
these
are
situations.
Please,
people, just be good, virtuous people, in and out, off camera, so that we don't have to cancel. Because now we also have to cancel people that produce the music, people that will, you know what I mean?
The radio station,
the songwriters.
So I want to cancel Metro FM because the first time we had that song was through Metro.
No, now it's cancelled. We don't want to hear it anymore.
Man, guys, come on.
But anyway, moving on right along, right? We still have.
Are you telling me? Are you telling me?
I
just can't think of what it is.
No,
please,
no. Do you want to be cancelled?
What kind
Should
of
we cancel you?
Are you
Should we cancel you?
Homie,
Hey.
it is legit. You cannot believe you can fly anymore. Done and did.
Askis.
Please follow me on all my social media platforms so we can just jam to the music together.
Please, guys, please, let's not do that.
I chose violence.
You definitely did.
Okay, moving right along on the music update, right? We also had Let's see.
Oh yeah. I wanted to mention this last week, dog. I saw he achieved a milestone. I think for an artist to have over 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify.
Yeah.
Bruh, you are on another level. Bruh, you're nasty.
Yeah,
literally, that's some nasty stuff you do. Yeah, big shout out to you, man.
And remember also that's pulling in international audiences as well. Like the spectrum of him is so broad, which is actually very commendable because he took a giant leap there and he still sustained his energy.
Let me ask, guys, when it comes to going international, when it comes to this song, right? I know when it comes to music distribution also helps. Do you think the songs are very nice to a point that they reach internationally, or the distribution company does the job to a point that it actually sends the music out there so that people can listen?
Dude, if it's Def Jam or Universal, those two kind of work together. And Universal, it's in the name. It has to be Universal. Can't be provincial. Can't be signed to Universal Records, but the music only goes provincial. I'm working Munada.
So if you say
you can't bring King Munada's name to this. But my chat says Nasty C is that big of an artist, and I think his music caters for the rest of the world, where else I think in SA we kind of criticize him for sounding too American. We're just like, guys, he literally says in his music his influence was Abu Lil Wayne. Now, he's very young, guys. You know, media influences us as young people. Abu Kalagata, they would have a different sound if they were influenced so much so by the media. So Nasty C is in
his own lane.
Young Tola, so I love the fact that he caters for
and the fact that he went to Japan the other day. Not the other day, I think the other year when they did the Netflix documentaries. That also pulls a lot of crowd, right?
Yeah. And I think to add on to that, really, like this concept goes across the board, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. So naturally, if you are going to associate with like international organizations that are then going to put your music forward, etc., there's a flexibility that you need to have in your influence so that you can reach a wider audience. And I think that's the beauty of an album. Maybe you can have a song that still connects to your roots, and then you can have a song that connects to the new audience, etc., and then you can fuse your influences all together.
100%.
But then that's where a lot of the creative genius also comes in, how flexible you allow yourself to be while still sticking to what you're really good at. And he spits fire. That is not something we can argue. And then with the team behind you as well, those influences can create something so magical, and then you roll out on another scale.
Good team.
So I think there's many factors involved, but I do still think that one thing that we love him for, and I think that's why he's still maintains his rapport right now. That one thing that we love him for, which are the bars,
Ish.
just didn't lose touch with that.
That is
But
why
he
I
still
believe
played
that.
around.
This is why I believe.
Lemonade.
It's, I was about to say these two don't connect, but to think, Guti, the last hit he had, the last hit AKA had was literally with Nasty C. And for me, it's like the takeover in a sense. Guti, I know he's going to be sitting on that hip hop throne for a bit. You guys can bring in who your goats are, but for me, the future of hip hop in South Africa is safe with Nasty C.
Yeah,
And he can take over the throne, I believe, for me. Because for me, put anyone next to Nasty, put anyone next to Nasty C in the comment section and Nasty C.
Some no big zoom.
Big L, fast.
Alright, so speaking of AKA as well, he's
Yeah.
on the top 5 trending songs on YouTube.
The album.
So yeah, it's like it's not even on YouTube only. I saw it like it's across all platforms when I checked this morning.
Yeah.
It was across all platforms. AKA is trending from number 1, 2, 3. Number 1 song Dangerous. Number 2 Company. Number 3 Crown. Imagine
3 songs in the top 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
and there's
fire.
no more.
Yeah, the Megacy is really pulling through with this one,
Yeah.
and I love that they stuck to what they said they were gonna do.
Yeah.
I absolutely find that it's commendable that his family also were just like, let us roll it out, let's go with it. This is what he would have wanted, and also that the people were hungry for what he's about to bring out, and people are also still probably obviously in like controversial questioning of what happened with everything. However, this is something like positive to sort of like not overshadow, but like sort of bring in during a time of mixed emotions, right? So I really do believe that like this album is poignant for the legacy that he was leaving behind, and I feel like the Megacy is also not sleeping on this situation right now, which is absolutely commendable.
Yeah, no. And I think to add to the sentiment quickly, Bongan, I think it's also because, guys, as much as some people wouldn't understand, guys, we did lose an icon. You can say whatever you want. This is now, and now I understand how our grandparents felt when Brenda Fasty was no more. Now I understand when Mary Makemba was not here. I understood what's our Brenda was. But now we understand because we've lost an icon
Someone who's
of
relevant
our
to us.
generation.
Yeah,
and
that's
they're
true.
chilling like, what's that?
Yeah.
It's too soon. But
So here's the thing, guys, Nash.
Doesn't feel real. I don't want to lie. Oh, you're
I want
just
us-
sunk in.
I want us to put emotions aside and discuss the AKA album, right? But when we get to album of the week, right? I want us to, when we get there, just to dissect
nicely.
put our emotions aside and then start talking about the album.
Fair.
But before you do that, let's get to Song of the Week.
Song of the week.
Song of the Week. I've got interesting songs, guys.
Tell me.
Now, let me list them for you before we start digging and diving into the songs, right? So, song number 1, we've got Shaunmusiq featuring FTS. It's called Bheba, right? And it says it features Mellow and Sleazy and an Xduppy.
The boys are in it again.
Music. That's number 1.
Okay.
Number 2, we've got Nkosazana daughter.
Nkosazana Zuma. Yeah, music.
We've got Nkosazana daughter featuring Kanyisa, Ndoni Manzi, featuring Slade, Tycoon, Marcus MC. Right? That's track number 2.
Yeah.
Ne? Number 3, we've got Josiah the Disciples, Maline.
Back again.
Baba,
This
again.
week.
Maline Aura, Amanga.
Yeah, lies.
That's the song.
Lies. Lies. Yeah.
And then we've got Mapara Jay-Z as well coming in with Zile and Let You Down. The last one, Aubrey Qwana. I don't know if you know, guys, Aubrey. Do you guys know?
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with the
What's
song.
your
Yeah,
music?
that happened.
Ngathathe. I don't even know what's the meaning of Ngathathe.
I'm trying we'll probably find out.
Hey,
Aubrey
guys.
sounds like he's a Zulu man. Aubrey is giving me Zulu vibes.
So Aubrey has been around for such a while. I've seen his name pop up a lot,
Yeah.
but I don't know his single, like a single song from Aubrey.
Hey, so what songs do we know from the song of the week?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So I think for me,
By the way, I have notes. I at least have notes for the top songs.
Bheba.
First of all, parents, please tell your children to behave. They're doing things on the TikTok sound. Parents, they're supposed to be getting degrees these ones, but they're keeping us awake. Don't ask me how. Just know they're keeping us awake. But what a tune!
No. So then should parents be talking to you or the kids?
Talk to the kids.
Because what if that's what they do just after studying as a study break?
It's disturbing us. We're trying to study also.
Yeah, then focus.
Okay, focus. Okay, I'm back. Man, the song is everywhere. The song, the challenge is picking up. I think the song has potential to be another Mlando again, because anything in SA that comes with the dance challenge normally just like it takes off.
Yeah.
No Migos.
I caught that one. There's no way you said that.
It takes off. So I mean, when I read the song, I'm loving the song, but I'm gonna talk about how I genuinely like the whole 3
She's still
minutes.
shocked.
Oh, she's still. Alright, cool.
You guys take off.
It's landing. But here's my chat.
You're too smooth at the time.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm fast with this highlighter, man. The full song, I'm rating it, so I'm gonna rate the full song 4 out of 10.
Let me tell you something, man. I know the song is officially like not out on all platforms, right? But I want to be honest about this song, right? I'm originally from Pretoria, and I know the original Bheba came out in 2004, and the sound is called like there's a guy on TikTok. He's been explaining the quantum sound, meaning that these songs are the songs that we used to play in a taxi. If you go to Fountains Valley, the guys who know Fountains Valley, you know that you need bass in a taxi. What makes a song bang? It was bass at that time, not lock drum. Lock drum was a thing. So now, what they did to the song, they just added lock drum to the song. They took away the vocals. I was so angry when I listened to the song. I'm like, there is no way. Bheba, like that girl goes in.
One time, so then you're saying they just took very. They should have picked different parts of the sample.
Exactly.
Instead of just I see what you mean. Yeah.
Why do I feel like I've heard one that says Bheba, like that by the chorus? That's when it goes.
There is
like
a song.
Subtle, Bheba, Bheba.
It does.
Like subtle, not as loud as like the original though.
Thing is,
I'm imagining things.
No, you're right. But here's my problem, right? That song, what made it iconic during those times is that the moment you start mentioning Bheba, you need to. I'm sure you guys don't even know what is Bheba at this moment.
Yeah, no, me, I know what it. If I read in Zulu, I know what it means.
It's
Okay,
like-
I know what it means, guys. I know what Bheba means in Zulu, but asikolap.
See, that's the thing.
But the thing about the definition in Zulu and the dance, it's not like there's a huge disconnect.
Yeah, no,
There is kind of a general consensus about which area of the body Bheba really like
Now you
applies
see why I
to.
can't study.
No, but that's a you
That's a
saying
big problem,
fam.
that's a
No
big
one's gonna judge you, but okay.
So,
Hey, let me know in the comment section if you guys want to hear the show next week. 'Cause I need to know.
So anyway, Bheba was released in 2004. I still don't know who's the artist, but it was released in 2004.
Okay, yeah.
And that was when like a house commercial was like still building up. Bacardi initially.
okay, I feel you.
So it came with your Dobeta, and then it came with your. I saw even there was a remix of someone. The name was here. Vorosoki.
Yes.
There's someone. I think Robert Boy or Oskido. One of the two
There's
is
a lot
actually
going-
doing a sample.
There's a lot going on.
Did you like that sample? I just want to know that.
So that's the thing. That's why I've got a problem that when people use the sound and they start to remix it, don't take away the essence of the song. It's like, for example, Mugwantu Abitorio. You can't take away.
Or Sister Patina.
There's a part on Mugwantu Abitoria where those girls say. Yeah. If you take away that part, Mugwantu Abitoria doesn't
not the
slap.
same.
It's the same.
Okay.
Exactly. So the same with all the songs. When you take and sample a song, don't forget to sample the main chorus. Like what makes
I
a
think
song.
maybe they're trying to get away
I
with
feel
the
like
copyright.
that's quite an interesting take, and I think it's a creative interpretation as well, right? Because there's many other samples. AKA is also good for samples, by the way. Yeah, he doesn't necessarily keep all the facets, you know, of the song. Because remember, as an artist, also when you're listening to a song, you're inspired by something very particular, and so you don't even when you're paying homage, the homage is you mentioning or being upfront about the reality that it's a sample, but you don't necessarily have to take it all the way in the creative direction that the initial artist has taken it. You might be moving off of a flow that connects with what you're about to offer in that instance. So I hear where you're coming from, where it's like when you're connected to a song, when someone cuts it up, especially if it's something that connects so deeply to either a culture or it's like a subculture or something you're connected to, childhood memories, you really don't want to hear that diversion, but some people are being influenced by the music and getting their creative, spark from something completely
I have a
different, which
question,
I might argue differently.
I have a question. Do
Yeah.
we think, even you guys in the comment section, let us know, do you think that we are overdoing the sampling situation in SA? I'm not going to say much because I know that there's some big hits in the States that are sampled, but do you think at this point in time we're not finding new creation from our generation? They just, yes, the inspiration is there, but when are you going to make your own original hits so that the future people can also sample? I'm just saying, I'm not saying you guys are sampling too much. I'm saying Stella and the originality so that you know, not everything can remind me of when I was dumped when I was 12.
Real chance, fam. Amapiano's out. yes, it's got some influences, but there's a big chunk of originality there with like real chats. I will also say that like sampling, I don't think sampling can like particularly be overdone. You know,
You reckon?
I reckon though, because sampling has been done even before our time now. There are songs that I sometimes listen to that are throwbacks that maybe my mom or my uncles will be listening to. And I'll be like, yo, this song, I never thought it connected to back in the days. And then like, you know, even about Biggie where we're sampling songs, Juicy Fruits and all, their samples have been, even prior to them though, there was sampling. Some people even sampled to the extent where they did the whole cover. They were actually not just sampling, they did a whole cover of the song and put it on their own albums. So I feel like the inspiration will always be there, and it's kind of nice to see how newer generations play around with it. Or interpret it, But, and I do also think, come on, as much as we might argue differently at times because of the tons of samples we hear and how familiar they are, there are people who come up with like original music. And they will get sampled eventually.
That's a point.
My favorite being Chris Brown.
Guys, since we are fighting, spitting buzz on buzz, I want to find out, guys, what's your song of the week? On all the songs that we've mentioned, you guys don't want to go to the other songs.
Can it be something we didn't mention?
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Perfect.
I think I'm gonna stick with on the ones you mentioned. Nah, dog. There's this song like aka Imbuz. I'm fucking with.
But we can't put the song.
It's not on the category, right?
If it's not on the category, because it's on an album, right? We need to couple it as an album. AKA, we need to put it on the album. Because,
so you want to dissect it?
Yes, because we did the sample of Company when it came out, not as an album when it came. Now
I see.
we need that single. Before we go, because we need to divert. I know AKA is like bending dry now.
Alright.
But
that makes it
so
What's going on the show? It's my song of the week.
No!
This doesn't make sense without Imbuz. It doesn't make sense. Come on, guys. But I'm gonna go with Bheba because I had to listen to it a lot prior. And this is okay. See, I'm saying this move, so I'm
straight. I'm confused.
I'm correct. Behind this, like I'm gonna say Bheba because, but deep down we both know it.
Wait, man, I want to just enter that one just a little bit. Is Bheba a good song to you, right? And the
visually.
You see what I was about?
You can't be red-handed, people. Listen.
I was about to say, are you feeling Bheba or like the trauma of the dog?
Yeah, you're right. I'm feeling Bheba for sure, but
I know. You need to be safe, Baba.
What's yours be?
I would really like to say Bheba, but unfortunately, this one has to be Ndoni Manzi. Even though they've got, I've got a problem, guys. What's up with your album covers and looking mermaid? Are we in the mermaid season? What's going on?
When I'm Kings of Joburg, there's this thing telling us about mermaids. Now people are thinking mermaids are trending.
No, not even here. But that's quite a good song. I think the combination and the people that are there, the way they voiced it out, I think for me, that's song of the week. So, Bheba, guys. Wait. If
I'm walking with you and you listen to any TikTok, there is that sound like pimpa.
No problem. So here's the thing. What made Bheba very entertaining and interesting, right? I think that Boiler Room video, it was fitting the part. As a song individual, I don't think it's rocking. But in that mood of Boiler Room, when you watch the whole set of that girl, I forgot what's her name, but she was rocking the set, and her last song was Bheba. The way it came in as my piano, that was fit for the mood. But as a song alone, stand alone, I'm not sure.
No, you're not feeling it. It's how I feel about most songs in general. Such a nice hook. Hey, the full song, what's going on here? When did you arrive? Why is it sounding like this? So I could see that, but I think ultimately there are songs that starts out that we don't like, and eventually just like
I'm not sure.
I'll wait for the full version.
It's like, to be honest with you, the first time most people in this room, even when you are watching, the first time you hear you're not feeling it.
I started feeling the reverbs, the remixes, the slowed down versions.
Okay, Beyonce, now I hear you.
I was in it.
You were just like,
I was beehiving there. I was beehiving hard.
Your song of the week?
My song of the week, and I hope it's a single so that I do due diligence to the instructions given here. It's definitely Sosh Plata, the remix.
Oh yeah.
That lo-fi energy those jets are bringing in. Whew. I hope I'm pronouncing this properly, but it's Lotinova pounds, 25k, and Tapelo Kutra. Hey,
Okay.
the boys are spitting bars. The
Some
lo-fi
serious things.
energy is taking it to another level. It was on repeat on my way here from like Pretoria to Joe Rogan. Seriously,
Yeah, what about Wapitor?
Slapped.
What's Wapitor?
slapped.
Support each other.
So guys, I want to mention something. You mentioned 25k. I know we'll discuss it on the next album of the week, right? But there is 25k, and then this guy on AKA's album, he sounded exactly like 25k.
They have a similar background influence, but you know.
What's his name? Thomas something. Like, it's
Yeah.
so ill. The song was like, wow, this sounds like 25k.
I feel you. I
It's
feel
bringing
quite
that
similar.
sort of
Yeah,
vibe.
flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, quite similar
Exactly.
flow.
Oh, and I thought that's
Just
what we're
different.
talking about.
The cadence is what's
Yeah.
different, though.
Okay.
I hear the flow pronunciation. There is quite a similarity there, but then that cadence, da da da. That's when you can sort of hear just a slight difference in what they bring to the table. But they both just solid
Okay.
artists.
Since we're going on to this before,
Saflo,
yes, it's going to the album of the week. So you say Soshlam, ne?
That was a single.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
But can I also mention something that's on an album?
Yeah.
I just have to. Because I really. OMG, Amavaga.
Ooh.
Amavaga by
What's his name?
See how lost I look right now.
It's
Spice Java. I don't know
Oh.
why I look lost because our eyes all
Like,
went past.
oh,
Amavaga by
Amavaga.
Spice Java.
Oh.
That's
we
another.
had a
Finish
discussion
Java.
about it,
Yeah.
I think like 2 weeks ago when the album came out. It's still a good song, but I feel like it's underlining tone is Java's album is overrated.
Go away. No,
Mellow me now.
If you
Sounds
don't
like an
want
English
me,
fan.
Mellow me
yeah.
now.
If you
Sounds
don't
like an
want
English
me,
fan.
yeah. Talk to me direct. All right, talk to me direct.
But it's okay. I still do
It's gotta
value
be.
Java's album, like in terms of like the music compilation. It's just that song. It was the only one that was like speaking. The other songs, it's like.
You see how you guys are talking right now? It makes me understand how some people fucks with my music and some don't. Like the difference in opinion.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
on some yes Java, and
Yeah.
you're on some nah Java.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the energy. I'm like, guys, if you never like my music, I get it.
Kind of like a nah.
It's not for you, Dad. I get it. Dad. Like you know, different palates, different tastes. Just try it and listen to this.
Hold up. Let us forget our main. Oh yeah. That is one of these days. So we discuss it, guys.
All
Alright.
so far.
Let's move on to album of the
The
week.
week. Album of the
Da-da-da.
week. Mass country. If there's anything besides mass country, I'm sorry. It's not even about being biased. Hear me out. Hear me out. I say, here's my thing. I'm part of the legacy, right? Guys,
Yeah.
legacy for life.
Totally
Right?
tattoo now.
Eh?
So totally tattoo now.
Nah. If I'm getting a tattoo, it will have to be like Jesus dying.
Okay.
And he hasn't arrived to die again.
All right. Yay.
Just what I'm saying.
Yeah, similar, man.
Yeah, I know. So once it does that,
we've got questions.
I think it's a great project.
Yeah.
Yes, under the circumstances, it's gonna be something that we truly wanna listen to. So my decision is not based on how much I'm part of the
This is
legacy.
album of the week.
No, but hear me out. I was so quick to say this, but
No,
I
this
still
counts
feel
for
like
us. This counts for us.
it's not his best album yet, according to me.
And said.
Yeah, according to me, it's not my favorite album for me. I still think Touch My Blood for me is some people are gonna say Outside
My
Ego, some people are gonna say the one he did with Nazi. I get it. Yeah, okay, I see what you did there. Okay, I was late.
That's the
but I'm
best
here.
Who's late now? Who's late now?
Alright. So, but I think Touch My Blood for me, that body of work for me was just, But I'm still gonna give this one a chance. It definitely is second, compared to all the albums. So, my album of the week, I know you haven't even given me the list. It's Mass Country, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like I know I went ahead. Spoiler alert, sort of. Mass Country. That's what we are.
Okay, so since Batting Mass Country, but technically the people that have released album this week is Mfana Gogo,
Yeah.
and then we've got Mass Country.
Yeah.
Right? So Mass Country is an album that was it was available for pre-order.
Yeah.
But then AKA announced it that he's gonna be releasing this, and then he passed on just before he could even launch the whole album.
Yeah.
Lucky enough, the whole team had the whole like publication ready in terms of the music on Spotify, iTunes. The marketing was ready, everything was on PowerPoint, and then it got released. And then Miss Country was released. Was it 1 week after?
Last week Friday.
Last week Friday, ne? So that means to you guys it's 2 weeks later when you view this.
Yeah.
So I want us to break it down just a bit.
Yeah.
Which song spoke to you guys on Mass Country? Ladies first.
So one of my biggest challenges with existence is that like I don't remember names properly. Like and now these apps are another problem within the situation, but actually a convenience because then I get to like. So with Spotify, I came prepared because I was like, my memory is gonna fail me. Look, I even like a Java song and I forgot point blank there in the middle of Wild Bush. So you know how my brain works. You see what I mean?
Save for later.
But I definitely find Crown really speaks to me. Like Crown, like there's a journey that him and Manana and Mass go on, and MT that they take us on. It's melodic. I like songs like that.
Manana guys.
I like what happened with Sponono. I don't know, a lot of people are not speaking about it.
Is
I
it
know
Baby
everyone's got.
song? Is it Baby Song?
Yeah, it's like
It's also a sample, right?
Yeah, it's like it's got Java on it, and I really like what happened on Sponono. And then I've got Ease. Amapiano's quite. It was an interesting turn. I didn't expect it to sound like that, and then it caught me. And then I had Dangerous, naturally, for obvious reasons. Except with Dangerous, I do have one critique, which is one tiny little technicality. But also, people are allowed to express themselves as they feel. And then Prada's got me.
Prada, yeah.
Shout out to Maftown.
Oh, Kulichana
Yeah.
gang.
You should have just said the whole album.
I mean,
Should have just said the whole album. I'll tell this thing, all these names,
feel
their
like-
publishers, and where it was released. James Kuku.
And I kind of feel like it's also not enough, like, because there were other songs that I liked, but like those are the ones that like hit me enough
The
for me
most.
to be like, and they're not the common ones that everyone is throwing out.
But that's good,
I
though.
do admit.
Not to
but
listen to
they,
music
yeah,
because of
not
hype.
because of other people.
Yeah.
But I understood what he was doing,
Yeah.
and I kind of understand as well what you're saying in terms of like the album not necessarily being like one of your best and favorites.
Yeah.
I find that some people have shared some reviews or perspectives where they feel like it's not the best, it's all over the show, it's this and that. And it reminds me of like sort of Tyler the Creator, and it also reminds me of what Kanye does in his music.
Yeah.
The way
They
he
take you
messes
on
like
a
that.
trip,
Yeah.
like, and it's not like a cohesive journey. For example, like Java's albums where you kind of hear the same kind of sound. No, they literally take you on ups and downs, like a roller coaster ride, and it stretches your creative appetite as well, and it kind of shows you if you have enough range. So I'm someone who's genre fluid when it comes to music.
No, that's true.
You can never go to my liked songs and find a song in the same
That's the
genre,
same
one
as-
after another, one after another.
Exactly.
So I could put my liked songs on like random, or just play top to bottom. It will sound like random.
Yeah.
So
Spotify
as someone who
I
can
show
listen
this
to
in
music
again.
like that,
Namanja kapata Spotify.
as someone who can listen to music like that, I was able to follow with the album that AKA put out.
Yeah.
So it really challenges you and your taste and what you're able to like consume. But for some people who like sort of kind of very cohesive thematic flow from start to finish, I see where it can get overwhelming and frustrating and sound like it's not so amazing. But I like the playful nature, I like the collabs, and I like the daring and the audaciousness.
He's always
which
been
sounds
daring.
like who he
He's
was
always
from
been
his
daring.
speeches, from his friends. Yeah.
Lemonade, Imbuzi,
Yeah.
and Company.
Hey,
Those are mine.
Those are your situations.
Those
Hey, but
hits so
Lemonade is
far.
up.
Hence, it's a lead song. Now it's a lead single. It's a lead single,
It
and
just,
I
I'm
feel like
thinking Cape Town, drop top, baddies, the way the song goes, you just like, it's such a good mood, you know?
guys, the thing is, when it comes to Lemonade, right? And I keep on
I
like,
forget it's on
hearing
the
this.
album because it was a single first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
When I think AKA was on an interview when he was answering the question that Nadia was asking when he was recording the track, like when he starts, it's that thing again, all over the track, all over the track. I feel like that it was all over the album. Because if you go into
all over the track.
Imbuzi, ne? It starts off with Sister Bettina
Yeah.
Yes.
intro, and you know what? Man,
Do you actually like that? Given
I want
that
too
it
much.
says-
let me tell you.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
much.
I was in a car, right? Guys, the Mini Cooper bangs when it comes to the sound. So
That's a name dropper.
Hey,
Niggas are like you
So
don't have to.
I was there, I was listening to the album, right? And
Don't be nervous. Just celebrate the success.
I'm touched.
You know what they say? When God blesses your neighbor, it's your sign to know He's in the neighborhood. So your time is around the
When I
corner.
got here,
Yeah.
the dust on my scooter.
so
I'm sorry, bro. No, he's the one who name drop.
So from tonight.
So when I was listening to the song, right, and the album, I was listening to it subconsciously, so right, until Sister Bettina, I was like, wait, I don't have Sister Bettina on my playlist.
Yeah, what's
going
going
on?
Yeah.
And then I heard Robert Marawa's and AKA, I think it was a telephone.
Benny McCarthy. I think it sounds like Benny McCarthy.
No, it's AKA and Robert Marawa.
For real?
Yeah, and when you listen to the song, right? Also on, I think on Company, when he keeps on saying Bim Shelele. Bim Shelele is what Robert Marawa says on his show. Exactly. So that sort of linked everything up. I was like, dude,
All over the show.
that is like all over the
he's
show.
God. He's
However,
like,
the
he's
creativity.
It's like, he's inspired by
You know,
Kanye.
Stu.
So everything
You know,
is-
Stu, guys.
No, please drop your top because I really want to engage with what you're saying now. It's so precise, right? And you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of when JR made a speech at his funeral, and he said it was iron sharpening iron, because they'd always talk about like current affairs, something else, like they had like very interesting conversations, and then it shows you just how insightful AKA was.
Exactly.
He consumed a lot of knowledge and information.
He was a
and
musician,
you
that's why you can't
can
compare
imagine
the two.
Exactly.
You can't compare him and the other guy.
And no,
Because-
I don't want to touch that. I
Yeah.
love that other
I don't
guy.
touch on it. Do you want to compare with Casper
We don't have time. We don't have time. Look at
not-
me. Siphela ninga. Kunini sila. Hayi, bo madoda.
Shout out to Casper. Casper, I love you. I love you, Casper. Shout out to Maftown as a Maftown hand. There's just nothing
Tracksuits,
that anyone
Versace,
can
pull-up
say
face.
that will put me in a position where now it's like Casper and AKA in a bad light. They
Yeah.
both with different flows,
So
they
discuss
bring
on this
different
week.
backgrounds
Next week, next
to the table.
I like the fact that she's not biased when
Yeah.
she's coming to this thing, because we don't need biasness here.
I
Also, let's
AKA is
country
good
for album of
for
the year.
AKA. Casper's good for Casper, and I just don't like that Casper comes in every time we talk about AKA. Can the homie breathe?
Now, like, you can't bring up Ronaldo without Messi, guys. It's just like,
No,
you
no,
can't.
no, no. I think that's just controversial
But
things
you
that
can't,
people
though.
get
Even if
excited
you
about.
try
But
to.
on the real,
You can't bring up Kaizer Chiefs without bringing up Orlando Pirates.
no, but then they can play with Sundowns.
Guys,
sometimes.
They don't care.
Messi won the award, the FIFA award, and then everyone said he was robbed. He was robbed. That's the thing. Like people can't.
They love the controversy. I think.
Yeah, let's stay
It is what
away.
it
Like
is.
give someone his glory.
And like
It's
right
like-
now,
it's like
we
us.
really need to be shining the light on AKA. Do you know what I mean?
It's
Like
like
that.
our
The
channel
biggest
now
thing-
in the algorithm. It's going on algorithm.
I like the contrarianness though. Like
We
pull through and throw us off.
I was
Get
like-
our brains thinking.
I was like, hey,
But
it's wailing up.
with that all over situation, just to round up what my thought process there is that
Yeah.
you then see why when you listen to his music, there's a bit of that and there's a bit of this and there's a bit of that and then it goes in that direction and then it comes back. Cause all over the show, homie.
Let me tie it up, ne? On that, and then you look at the album cover. You will explain why.
So
many
siyavumelana.
Self Milan.
Guys, no, we're not surprised.
Are you touching the blood or not?
Don't let me hang in.
Excuse.
It's supposed to be a West country thing.
Mass country, mega scene.
Now they're catching on to my energy. Now we are on. But now we've got the driving seat.
Giving my flowers while I'm still alive.
Yeah. Hey, yo. I'm sorry to the viewers. The fun is too much. I wish you were here. Sorry you're not here. But me now, I'll take over this car because Bongani
Take over.
and Kinal, I'll
Take
chair.
over.
Listen, there's no debate. Album of the week is definitely going to be Miss Country. But I want to talk about music video of the week, right? We've got a couple of things before we wrap up the show, guys. Don't go anywhere because remember, we still have music submissions for later on just to close off the show. But quickly, as cool William last KRM, Peka Peka. It out to I'm not gonna lie. I wish he was ours, but I like the fact that he's always moving in SA.
Yeah.
And I was watching the video. Storytelling was kind of dope, but I'm gonna get to those options. So our options have got Peka Peka, and we've got TInkos'yamagcokama. That's by Agu featuring Musne. Right, and we also got Ira Star. We'll talk about that because I'm throw off with this last music video. But anyway, it's fine. Did you guys get a chance to watch all the videos, all 3 of them?
Yeah, for sure.
Did you guys get a chance?
No.
Never got a chance. Okay, cool. So that's fine.
So this is a blind reaction.
No, my bad. So what do I think of the video?
Yeah.
Let's talk about William Kera. You know the song Peka Peka, right? So there's a video for it, and it's giving thriller. It's giving Michael Jackson zombies.
I watched William.
Right.
That's the one I watched actually.
It's giving
I
me.
can jump in.
It's giving me
It's giving thriller for real.
the whole time.
So
man,
beautifully shot as well.
listen.
The quality.
Yo.
Like, let's talk about how William is just. We know he's a comedian, but everything he does musically, we respect it. It's because of how much time and how much effort he puts into telling a story. And I think as much as he still looks like how he looks like, obviously it's a character.
Yeah.
Nigga's smashing it.
You know what got me thinking when I saw that music video, ne? Imagine, ne, if Michael Jackson was doing amapiano.
Yo! Yeah, would be moonwalking to the front. Like, moonwalking Pambi.
How many challenges would we have from Michael Jackson?
Yeah, if he was born in this era, and it was just here in the
Amapiano.
Suns. But yeah, I mean, for me, that music video was kind of fire.
You don't agree? You don't agree?
He's a king of pop. He's a king of pop.
Arguably though, I've heard some samples some songs put on that piano beat. If the right person had it, I can kind of imagine Man in the Mirror on a piano situation.
Let's give it to
Sometimes he
Kanyisa.
was proud, but also put us on the intro there.
I wanna give it to
But I think someone, you see, Man in the Mirror can come through heavy there on a piano jam, but like something more melodic, that that sound or like those smooth, almost deep sound type.
But William, he killed it.
Yeah.
Well, doing the Peka Peka. I was like, this guy.
I
that video
love
I rated.
personality.
I rate that video. I definitely rate that video.
Yeah. Before we move on though,
yeah.
William and that video,
Yes.
what I like about how it starts, so the thing with William is that William takes us on a story and a journey, right?
Yeah.
It's like he's the kind of person that you didn't see coming, but you fell in love with because of his journey and the hard work that he put in, how he's willing to make the comedy, what he's willing to use, picking on himself, picking on situations, and also like classic of a good comedian, current affairs. So he taps into different affairs in different ways, and I must say that in the video, I do have some notes here. Like, he's a great performer, and he makes for like really great entertainment, and it's interesting to watch and look at.
Yeah.
But the way it started, right?
The
That's
skit.
some
The
social
skit.
the skit. That skit has got some social commentary in there.
I saw it.
First
I
of
saw
all,
it.
we've got
The GBV part of it, I'm not gonna mention that.
we've got the lady not appreciating the fact that he's put in some time and money, and if it could be his last sin, who knows,
Emma movie.
into taking her to the movies. Then she kind of turns around and is like abusive towards him and whatever.
But he liked it.
And
That's
then-
another
no,
check.
there's
He
a-
liked
there's
it.
a kid, yeah.
That was weak.
That was
weak.
there was a kid, so that's what I'm saying. There's some social commentary, but it's also a bit control. Like
Yeah.
it's a bit.
Special.
He's smart
Because then
with
you kind of like it's kind of like hit me enough and you'll get what you're looking for. But then at the same time, it's like you're not sure if it's gonna go into a dark place or if it's gonna go.
It went
into
dark.
a
What
good
do you
place.
mean? After
And
hitting
then
last time,
it's
all you
dark,
saw
but
was-
then it gives you food for thought. You know what I mean? Like everyone has a trigger, everyone has a limit, but at the same time, BDSM, who knows?
Yay, perfect. So let me know in the comment section if you're into that kind of stuff, so we can cancel you from church. No, we're not gonna cancel you. We'd love to see.
Bamba Sitanda Zile.
So just a last note on that music video, in case you guys noticed, because I've heard what comes afterwards. At the end, he gets a call at the end of the music video, and the call is upside down, and it's Robot Boy calling. So there's already a Robot Boy remix of the song, which I'm fortunate enough to have heard a song play somewhere. It's fire. It's fire. Robot Boy has posted a snippet about it. If you watch,
for sure.
you would have known. So yeah. So I think to bring Robot Boy into that mix again, it goes to show what we have superstars growing right in front of our eyes, and they've literally taken over. But I'm not gonna waste much time.
You know them personally. boy. Even featured my boy. We need to have you on this list soon.
I'm not finished off life, Ibu.
Okay, we're gonna have to go rapidly here because I'm finished playing my page, guys. Lengoma le TInkos'yamagcokama. The song there, this guy. So me, music video of the week, I'm expecting Boma Tyler, ICU, Boma Kenny Kumalo. This man sends me straight to KZN. Man, it's breed taxi driver, brain hooting, Bona was a cavera, Bona was a caller, hey, which one is this one? Listen,
Let me tell you, let me
I
tell
love
you
the
something.
song.
You like the song?
Listen, I love the song, but the visuals took me off a bit. But
yeah.
I'm not gonna hate on the visuals. But it's music video.
Of the
Of the
week.
week, not song. When I know you're gonna tell me about the song.
No. I want to integrate the whole story. So here's the thing, right? When it comes to people, commercially so, right? We want to see the top people, the top artists, right? Performing. When we got to Song of the Year, at the end of the year, we don't know these people.
Yeah.
We think they're coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
That guy hit 100,000 views within 1 week after releasing the song, the music video. And it's like, if there's
Mascali
100
Mafia.
people,
Yeah.
if there's 100 people previewing that video, 100,000 people,
Yeah.
that means there's a target audience for it. So,
Absolutely.
like, you need to be careful of these things that people sometimes think that because Amapiano is training right now, people are not going to do Maskandi. There's people who are very loyal to Maskandi. Even the visual quality is like, I think it was shot on an iPhone.
Yeah, no, the good thing the contrasting ends and contrast brightness because he looked handsome, but I'm not gonna critique the song. The song is definitely nice.
And the storyline
It's a
as
Maskandi
well.
song,
Yeah.
really nice. The story is quite nice. The storytelling of the video,
Yeah.
I definitely agree with that
I feel
because
you.
in the beginning, nigga just got dumped, right? So it started this guy pulling out of the house with his girl. His girl is pissed.
Yeah.
He's like voolicating, boom. He's like begging there, voolicate. And then the rest of the thing, then he is in some other random house. He's got the whole typical red roses into her heart. He calls her back, she misses him, and she comes home. Sees the stuff, she goes crazy. And then out of nowhere, they're out here chilling, picnicking somewhere, kissing, and there's cameraman in one of the shots. I think he did it for the gents, because there was a shots that was unnecessary there.
It was
Kind of just-
unnecessary.
The storyline was moving,
I feel you.
nigga zoomed in into the nyash. I was like, oh, God, now cameraman did it for us.
He's thinking of you.
He
He's
thought of us,
your-
but the music video, to my levels, storyline, 8 out of 10. The visuals, the color grading and stuff, that's obviously on a technicality level. I think they could do better.
Yeah, for sure.
They could invest more if you can have a budget for a music video.
Exactly.
Invest in the editing. Post editing is important. So I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10. But definitely, I enjoyed watching it. If you watch it, you're gonna understand what I saw.
So-
on the other side, though, before you guys move on too quickly, like just listening to what you've said and listening to what you've said, right? There's a target audience for other genres as well.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can like different genres, it's okay. And like you're also then commenting on the camera quality, etc., etc.
Yeah.
I think there's an interesting message there for people. Simply that start with what you have, start where you are.
Oh.
Also, just because you are possibly not on the charts or you're not like that big or whatever, it doesn't mean you should shy away from giving an offering. Because if you are being honest to yourself, likely, because we're not alone in the world, in different tribes, different vibes, you might reach the kind of people that enjoy what you have to offer. So don't shy away from it. And also, if you're a creative, you got to start somewhere.
Exactly.
So he has a song,
Hey, Mara, he's starting
100,000
high.
views.
Hey, starting on 100,000.
Yeah, maybe we think he's starting there because that's where we caught onto it.
Exactly.
But maybe they've
He's
been
big.
hustling behind
Yeah,
him.
but a big
Exactly.
shout out.
So it
With
shows,
an
just
iPhone,
shows,
it's-
yeah, that you
I don't think
put
it's an
yourself
iPhone
out
even. I
there.
think it's a mobile.
Yeah, Snomoya Wesonto, like Lana, we are forgiving
And
of the beginnings.
there
and
will
I
be
appreciate
people
it.
like this on your journey of trying to create something great.
Abobongani,
But
sorry.
you don't focus on that. Focus on your offering, and your people will find you, I guess.
Bongani?
Alright, so.
That's actually a great insight. I feel like, guys, about the first point, if she should come back, because she came for me earlier on. But after this, I'm realizing, hey, man, you know what? She was kind of missed in the last 2 episodes. But anyway, let's call up Pusila. On the last one, Bongani, because I don't want to be long. The last video is definitely not South African.
Yeah.
Am I seeing things?
No, it's definitely not South African. The reason why I included it, right?
Yeah.
It's because Arya Star is from Nigeria. However,
Is it a Benin?
I think
Yeah,
it
Benin,
is.
but also grew up in between cities, so I
Like,
understand.
like Benin, the drink?
Benin Republic.
Benin.
No, Benin.
It's a Momira.
Benin.
So now, stability.
Align there, you are an African. Align, come alive.
Because I was shocked. I was like, hey, is this so much? What's going on here?
No.
Oh, okay.
So it's called Stability, right?
Yeah.
The name of the song, and it's been trending throughout, right? The whole of Africa. That's why I included it. I think it deserves
Africa,
that. It deserves that recognition, as much as we say like most of the local songs. But I feel like it's stepping into our genre as well, in terms of like we feel like she's part of ours.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
connected to her. Especially for those who might not know who she is, it's the lady from Bloody Samaritan, if I'm right? Yeah, just to connect those dots for you. Yeah, she's She's doing hot
No, the
stuff.
video's nice. The
And
video's nice.
the hits also in the millions now.
Exactly, she's in the millions. Like I think that first, I think 1.2 million. By the time we shot this video, it was on 1.2 million.
Yeah.
So let's see what time you. Yeah, no, it's quite fun. I watched the videos first time I heard the song, which I was obviously sleeping on. It's a beautiful song, very catchy. The visuals were nice.
Yeah.
The visuals for Mangati, we talk about the music video of the week. The visuals were quite nice. I like the gold. The gold. It just shows how much royal we are. We have so much richness in the country. And also, like, they have a young skitnyana as well, where she's behind the scenes, where she's playing a judge of something. And I like the dance concept of the whole video. So the video, I was enjoying it. Quality 10 out of 10. I think the production 10 out of 10. Like, I can't fault that video in any way, even if I didn't understand what she was saying at some point. But I know it's stability, so yeah. I was able in that video. So yeah, no, so it's a good video. Thank you for just making sure that I watched that.
Okay, let's hear. What's your video of the week? Let's choose, guys. I think for me, Peka Peka.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say. No, William. Because you've watched it.
Yeah.
You've watched it. Right.
I like Peka Peka, it's good.
Please.
It was a pleasant surprise.
Please.
Yeah, no, it's a no-brainer. But it's like, it's hard to pick favorites. Like,
we're gonna give it to William.
Yeah.
100%.
now William deserves
Now waiting for the remix of Robert Boy.
Hey, we'll see.
your boy.
I know you've been waiting, I know you've been chilling, you've been watching us converse, you've been watching us chat, pick up back and forth, but umnanda phela na kule verse la. Uyawuza esontweni bathi uphuma ngengoma. So keep in Japan. I know you are wondering who's our lucky artist of the week. This week it's umtshele igama lakhe who goes by Qwana ati Slade.
Hey, man,
By
how much
Vovo.
Spell it by
It's related by Vovo.
Oh, no,
We've
yeah,
never
the
heard
song.
the song, Chief.
Yeah.
So as we roll the credits, we're gonna listen to the song and then we're gonna tell you what's going on here. Eh?
Also, as on pause right now, he's on 23 views. And so to prove,
So it's gonna be
I just want to
24.
throw out a challenge. I want to put a challenge out there just to prove that you're actually listening and you do follow the prompts that these gents are making. When we look at it next time, in the next few days from the time the podcast is published,
Yeah.
we want to see the numbers go up. Just
Yeah.
to be sure. Just
Just
to be sure.
Otherwise, we're not going to review anyone's music. Because if you don't listen
you're
to anyone's
aligned.
music,
Yeah.
you can't want people to listen to your music.
Exactly.
So a big shout out to you, homie.
That's so scary.
Yeah. You know, that's the chance. So yeah, without any further more to do, like we promised you guys, we're going to be reviewing some music here. So let's go. It's a piano, so which is good, right?
I mean, which is current.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect.
We're yet to find out if it's
Le cover, kwenzakalala
The
kule
beat is
cover.
common. Hey, it's the cover. Ungathi ubhala amanamba wakhe. Ama-phone number.
You are upcoming.
No, wow, that's smart though. These young kids are smart as hell.
There's a piano there coming in.
Ngispelete.
Yeah.
Wait,
I feel so.
I'm feeling this song.
I'm feeling this song.
There's
I'm
something
feeling
in the
this
progression. There's something in the progression of this
Me, I'm
song.
reading the lyrics.
The melody.
The melody sounds good.
Okay.
And by the way, ubhala amanamba wakhe kwicover. So nimfonele lapho.
Ne-category yakhe athi ama-piano artist.
Book the homie.
Uyaphinda kwaza ngispelete. Ngimlalele.
It's gonna a TikTok dance challenge. This song needs to
Could
be
do
put
something.
on. Yeah, this song needs to be put on. Especially among vlogger. That could have been improved. This
But the lock drum in it.
yeah, it's just questionable, but
Mara, that lock drum, it needs to...
yeah, just a little harder. It needs to be a little more clean. Just a bit more clean. Yeah, no.
Okay. This is what we call piano rap.
Yeah, it's like a dura and everyone goes.
It's the melody.
Kalau mastering ngoma baba, balance your volumes.
Yeah.
I want to hear it with the mini speaker, just to hear how it that woofer, yeah, that sound.
But you can already tell, you see, the vocals need some good mastering. So something like this is helpful because we can give you criticism that I know as a musician as well. What I genuinely think. Do you guys want to go through the whole thing, or we can review what we think?
No. I think we can review it.
It's Spilete by Vavotana. Big shout out to the music. I'm not gonna lie, it's
We're not
actually
finishing it?
copyrights. I was just like you.
Oh, okay. All right.
Say fair. Look.
Yeah, no, fair.
It's Spilete by Uvovo. Personally, I think there was such a nice build up production-wise, quite clean. Obviously, people have something to add as to what could make the thing nice. And Ama vocals wako, they need to be a bit cleaner because Klapi volume is a bit overpowering the vocals. But I think when I was listening to what you were saying, because like I was saying, I'm an advocate of what are you saying in the song. So I get the vibe, I get the spirit, the vibe. Much the very at least not a knife. A spellet is like a spelt. So more than anything, the flow is there.
It's like a safety pin. It's spelt.
Yeah, I'm talking about the safety pin in case you didn't know. But I genuinely think the song is quite nice. There's a few things you can work on, but I want to commend you for bringing out your music. I don't know how old you are or what's your journey, but we would like to see this song at least get over 100 streams, guys. Come on, let's make it work.
Yeah. Also, if you still have it, obviously, wherever you back it up, if you can go and polish it and then keep this one just to show where you come from, and or you just remove this and then re-upload the mastered version. Yeah, I think this song is just.
There's potential in TikTok.
Yeah, I like the progression. It's unsuspecting, and then it has that nice melodic progression. I like his rap as well. Yeah. He's actually saying some solid stuff there. Like you connect to it, and it comes at the right point in the melody. There's that, I think it's a lock drum. Yeah. That do. I see where it's going, but it also just needs to be a bit more polished so that it lands. Yeah, it needs that just to clean, and then now this is a beautiful song. I could play it a few times.
Okay, so for me, I think when it comes to the song, right, I feel like when it comes to the whole melody of it, one person, when you're an artist, you need to have your ad-libs. That's one thing that I always recommend. We know that when vocalist comes in, I say trap keeping at so that we can remember you're still new into the game. So we need to like remember who you are. Like for example, I know when I hear a song, Tafelo, I know exactly who it is.
Which one is this one?
Exactly.
So that is signature. Yes. Okay.
So like
particularly for this space where there's so many people doing
amapiano. Like that lock drum, we know how to do lock drum by now. There's like 1,000 people teaching you online how to do lock drum. So we need that lock drum to be like special. We need it to be like different, so that we can know and remember you. Right now we're gonna remember you spell it.
Yeah. But also people who dance amapiano, they really, when the lock drum comes, you can see that's where the passion comes in. So that's like an opportunity with the way he tripled or trebled. It's like it goes 3 or 4 times. That's an opportunity for someone to really come in with like a unique dance. They catches fire. Next thing, people enjoy what you have to offer.
Dance challenge. We'll dance into it.
Usphethe mara sengithole isignal from umama uWinnie uthi asivale le ngane kwanele. Bafethu, it's been an absolute pleasure, but we could talk forever and ever, but listen, next week sibuyile khona la again good next music verse. For myself, PD Jokes wakatidi, not uJakes. No?
Well, I need a proud South African guy, a risk taker, I believe of a successful nation, a dreamer, and a achiever by day, and that's all.
Period. Next music verse signing out. Siyabonga bafethu. Drop that thing of yours.
DJ Mapara.
No.